Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the 6th and 5th day of continuous Zoom session of IFPH. Today, our guest is Dr. B. SURESHKUMAR, a consultant homeopathist and chief physician at BMHC, that is Body Mind Homeopathic Research Center, Thrissur, and Kaladikot, Palakkad, Kaipamangalam, and Thrissur. Has cured plenty of incurable cases like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, infertility, epilepsy, diabetes, etc. using purely Hahnemann method based on organon. He is conducting a specialty clinic for genetic mutations like autism, developmental disorders, Down syndrome, etc. using predictive homeopathic method by Dr. Praful Vijayakar. He is a hardcore disciple of Dr. Praful Vijayakar. He has undergone training in classical homeopathy and Dr. George Vidolkas, Dr. Praful Vijayakar, and Dr. Rajan Sankaran, Bishop Norland, after graduating from Government Homeopathic Medical College, Calicut, India. And the topic of presentation is Homeopathy in Pediatrics, an easy method to reach SIMILLUM in pediatric medicine. The important topic. On behalf of IFPH, I am welcoming you, Doctor. You can have the platform for next 45 minutes. Over to you.
So I am thankful to all for giving me an opportunity to present this homeopathy in pediatrics. The pediatric practice is a very important thing for a homeopath, because all the people will bring the children to the homeopaths because it is harmless. So all the people will bring the children to the homeopaths. But the problem we face, from my experience, I learned we don't have a method how to approach a case of pediatrics. And there are some doctors or some stalwarts who has given methods. So homeopathy in pediatrics. Now, first of all, on beginning the presentation, I would like to pay my respect and gratitude to our great master, Dr. Christian Frederick Samuel Hahnemann, and the teachers I have been taught, who has shown me the right homeopathy. Dr. Rajan Sankaran and Dr. Praful Vijayakar and Dr. George Vithalkos and Dr. Srikar Manu from Hyderabad, who has formulated this methodology, which has given me a great success in my practice, and I am more indebted to him. And I pay my respect to all the teachers and our great master who has given this divine science for us to treat the suffering humanity. So the children are like, we call them God, because they are very, very innocent. And whenever the children are brought to our clinic, I used to tell in my past, whenever they are making so much of noises and all, I used to tell the parents, please keep the children outside. Or whenever the some children are destroyers of clinic, they will take all the things in the clinic and they will make a mess of the clinic actually. And I will ask the parents, please take the child out and you come inside and tell about it. Or whenever the children are crying, then also I will tell. And I will see only the calm children who are not actually not reacting or not causing any troubles actually. But later I learned that it is a wrong way. But because we are getting only the parents' version of what their child is actually, how they are suffering actually. And all these things came to me only after going through the organon of medicine. Because in the college days, from my experience, I don't know organon. I studied it from the gates and I got passed. And only after 10 years of going through my practice, I came to know that this is an important thing because it is a brochure. See, whenever we buy a mobile, which is, if you want to use it actually, you should read the brochure of the mobile. So then only you can use it very efficiently, or you will be in mess actually, because you are not updated person actually. So it's a brochure actually. So our organon of medicine is a brochure for our product called homeopathy. So without reading the brochure, we cannot practice the right homeopathy. I came to know only after 10 years of my practice. I'm very frank with you, and I was doing all the type of mixing and all the types of kashayas with our medicine. And at last I came to know, whenever I met a master or a teacher called Professor Vijayakar, who told me or told all the students to read organon, one aphorism a day. So from this only, I am basing this presentation. And this presentation has got two parts actually. And first of all, I wish to show some cases today. And on one more day, I will show the approach, how I have done these cases. So our aim is to reach the SIMILLUM, not the similar remedy. So the approach is very important actually. So now I will start with the pediatric cases, so that you can see the cases and you can ask me all the questions you have. Actually, whatever I know, I will answer. And I am not a fluent person. I am not a trained person in presenting the case and all, because it is my first presentation in Zoom. So if I commit any mistakes, please tell me and I can correct it actually. So thank you. So you can see the first case. It's a case of a child which was brought to me, and the parents told me she's having constipation, severe constipation. And they have done all kinds of treatment. They have done homeopathic treatment and also the treatment with the Western medicine, all kinds of things, but it is not relieved. And whenever I met the patient, and I was trying to call her, hi baby, hi, and all these things, but she is not laughing. And I asked the parents why she is not laughing. They also told me she won't laugh. She will be always looking very serious, even in the home. Okay, she won't laugh actually. And she was having constipation. And I asked the nature of the child, and they told me that she is a very obstinate, very adamant child actually. Whenever she wants something, she wants it immediately, or she will become violent and she will break all the things. Okay, and you can see her, see her nature. You can see. Can you hear the? You can see her nature. See her nature. She is very, very, very obstinate. He will bend like a that is bow, and she is very troublesome also in the home, actually, and also she is very serious. See, the rubrics I took was because whatever in front of you is your rubric. Whatever is in front of you is rubric. Weeping in children, violence, anger, shrieking in children, snappish children, constipation in children. It is a rubric which is taken from the Murphy's repertory, because in the Murphy you are having a special chapter on children. Actually, all the children's, the pediatrics is done by Dr. Robin Murphy in the repertory. Then you can see the repetition chart actually. So the chart has been given. The first medicine was chamomilla, and second was naxomiga. So because of the highest form of irritability, then naxomiga, she was given chamomilla 1 dose. Only one dose I used to give. 1 dose and wait. And on the next week, the child was brought to me. See, you can see the child. She was brought to me. See, you can see the video on tell. Her constipation has relieved from the next day, actually. She was having it for 3 months, actually. And on the first day of taking the medicine, she passed plenty of stool. And she is normal now. You can see the video. Hello. Okay, she has begun to laugh, and she was actually mentally also, she was constipated. Okay, so you can, from the body language, you can see she was very serious. So whenever a person is constipated, means mentally also he will be constipated. Okay, that is the first case I want to present. And we will go to the next case. So here, the state of the disposition of the patient often chiefly determines the selection of a homeopathic remedy as being decidedly a characteristic symptom which can least of all remain concealed from the accurately observing physician. But disposition ആണ് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ കാര്യം actually. She was having very bad disposition, very bad humor actually. So that is to be taken in a case, as said by our master in aphorism 211. So you can see the chamomilla, maybe it will be hot or chilly and thirsty, snappish, and irritability is seen on their face, and they are very violent. Okay. Then we will see a case of atopic dermatitis. It is commonly called eczema. And this boy is from Hong Kong. And this boy is actually 12 years. And he is having this atopic dermatitis or eczema since 7 years actually. There was severe itching with bleeding and exfoliation, itching and aggravation, and the night. The beauty of this case is actually they used to take this child to a homeopathic doctor there in Hong Kong, and also to all the skin specialists in Hong Kong, and they have given the Chinese medicine, but no relief. And one skin specialist told them to go to Germany. So they also took the child to Germany. Every month they used to fly. So they are giving plenty of creams and all, as usual, by a skin specialist actually. And they told that after 15 years, he will be okay. After 15 years. They are going on waiting and waiting. And he was brought to me at 12 years. And the complaint started after he had chickenpox, and his mother has gone out for a vacation. See, in Hong Kong and all, the countries outside India, they used to leave the children with a caretaker and they will go for vacation. And whenever I question him, he feels that he is very good by sitting in the home because he need not go to the school. And I was asking the mother why he don't like to go to the school. That is a aversion to school. And also he want to be alone in the home. He is indifferent to everything with aversion to company. See, you can see the boy, very poor, very awful condition actually. You cannot even see the boy actually. He was bleeding like anything. See the body. See, you can see the neck and the arms actually. He was bleeding like anything with a very, very offensive smell actually. And so I am telling because I am quoting organon here because this is not an acute case. If it is an acute case, we should go for the exciting cause. It's a chronic disease. So in the aphorism 5, Hahnemann has told us to hunt for the miasm, which is the fundamental cause. So if you want to find the miasm, first of all, you should see the ascertainable physical constitution and his moral and intellectual character, his occupation, mode of living, habits, his social and domestic relations, his age, sexual function, etc. are to be taken into consideration. So whenever the constitution of the boy was taken, he was tall, lean, thin, with broad face and big head. And whenever we see the mental makeup of the boy, he is a very timid boy. He's shy. He never faces strangers, no eye contact, and he is much attached with the mom. Says if mom is not happy, he is also. And he is a very clean boy actually. Even he will ask his mother to wash the toilet once again when used by some guest in the when they came to visit the family. And from the intellectual side, he is averse to studies or sports. And the only thing is he is good at drawing. He will do drawing. His relationship with the mother is more than for father. And he is very sensitive to noise, touch, and criticism. And On criticism, he will become angered, but he will never react, actually. And whenever you go to the physical generals, he is hot, he is thirsty for the cold drinks. He is having an intolerable hunger, because whenever he feel hungry, he won't eat, actually. And he craves junk food, chicken, and discharges. Whenever I ask about the stool and the urine, all the things, he is very shy to tell about the toilet habit, never likes to reveal. And he is having sweat more in the palms and sole, and he is very slow in all activities. So totality of the symptoms was taken. He is lean, timid, shy, introvert, fastidious, aversion to school, and company aversion to slowness, hot, thirsty, sensitive to noise and criticism. There is excess sweat of palms and soles, skin eruptions and skin eruptions, exfoliation. That is the pathology we see there, actually, and it is bleeding, actually, because there is no atopic dermatitis in the repertory, because this condition was not diagnosed at the time. So from the repertory, you can see the lean, talk indisposed to fastidious, aversion to school, company, aversion to slowness, sensitive to noise, sensitive to criticism, perspiration, scalp, hand, palm, foot, sole, and eruptions desquamating, eruptions discharging moist. These are the rubrics I have taken. And whenever the case was gone for repetization, the first remedy came is Natramur, which has covered almost all the symptoms, actually. So whenever you see the disposition of the patient, sulfur is an extrovert, actually. Sulfur is an introvert, actually. And Calcarea is also not coming. He is not a plumpy boy, or he is not always in need of support, actually, because Calcareas will be having a very good laugh always, because they will cling to others. And also for phosphorus, he is not phosphorus because he is not outgoing person. He is an intro, actually, because diffusion is the key of the phosphorus, and he is not sepia because he is not interested in any other things like the dancing and all the other activities like sports and all, because sepias will like all the things. So he was given Natramur 200, one dose. So you can see he is improving. And after 6 months of follow-up Natramur, you can see he is becoming relieved. His mom is there, mother. You can also see the cure as the Herring's law is followed in the cure, and the exfoliation has gone. The healing is on the move now. So you can see the healing is happening, the healing on the move. See, healing in progress. That is the beauty of our divine science called homeopathy. Because all the people, all the skin specialists failed, but homeopathy has won. That is the greatness of our science. So you can see this boy, his mother has sent a recent photograph in the last week, actually. I was asking her how he is doing. So after there was a permanent cure. He was brought to me in 2018, and he got cured now, and he is a very active boy now. He's doing all the activities now, actually. So in the mother has given me a message that she has blah 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 all the things. Actually, she has developed eczema. Then she thought it was a mosquito bite. Then she went to a very famous homeopathic doctor in Hong Kong, who he told her that he is having chicken pox. I don't know what they are doing, but he is not getting better. And he took the child. She took the child to everywhere to find a doctor. Then so no doctor can help the child, and no cure for eczema in Western medicine. She was told there is no cure. When I was to break down, I was fortunate enough to meet Dr. SURESHKUMAR, a professional and serious doctor. And actually, she was telling, thanks to God, under the treatment of doctor, and because of our karma, she is telling the karma, my child has fully recovered and living a happy life, both physically and mentally. Then we can go to a case of epilepsy. So it's a pediatric case. A male child who is aged 18 months, he was having convulsions since 3 weeks actually. And he was diagnosed with the EEG as a grand mal epilepsy. And he was advised to take anti-epileptic medication for 5 years by a famous neurologist in Thrissur. As the disease is chronic, as per the same method actually, because we need to find the constitution. So the aphorism 5, the case is taken, and the important points, because I cannot give all the things here actually, because it will take more time. So whenever the complexion, the ascertainable physical constitution is a very fair boy with thin brown hair sitting in the lap of the mother without eye contact to the physician. He is a disobedient boy, his morals. He is defiant actually, defiant. And intellect can grasp. He is a good boy, he will grasp everything. And occupation for the children, what is the occupation? They will study or they will play. He want to play with the mobile. And toy cars, he like toy cars. And he is very technical minded. And also the mode of living for the children, that is, we need to see only how he is sleeping, how he is beginning the day and all. He will wake up only when compelled in the morning. He don't wake up in the morning. And he want to go out. He is restless. He is very obstinate, and he likes to be cared always. So we can see the social relationship with others. He is not so social with the new people. He plays with the new people only after becoming close, and he will never share her toys, his toys with other children. He is very selfish actually. And domestic relationship is, he is attached with the mother. He is jealous also. He is very jealous because his mother told me, whenever I hold the other children who are my relative children, he become very jealous, and he don't like to praise others. He is not feeling good about it. And whenever I asked about the how he was born and all, he was born normal, and his milestones are late. He walked late, but teething was very early. It's a strange thing. Actually, usually we used to see the children brought with. They told some parents tell he is born with teeth. We don't take it, but it is a very important thing. It's a strange thing. And disposition is angry, timid, and the organ affected is brain. And the general makeup means the general physical generals in which the hypothalamic functions we are taking usually: hot, thirsty, desire open air, walking. And appetite is unbearable hunger, greedy, craves sour, is averse to milk, sensitive to noise, darkness, criticism, easily offended and reacts with anger, jealousy, impatience. And you can see the prescription of the doctor whom he was seeing, and he was told that whenever the medicine was given, no relief, then he has asked him to go for the EEG. So you can see in the EEG, it is an abnormal EEG with actually you can see the reading. There is a generalized epileptiform convulsions. So what is in front of you is your rubric. No need to theorize. Okay, so you can see whatever you see in front, you can take the complexion. He won't talk much. He's obstinate, jealousy, anger, offended easily, impatience, sensitive to noise, strange cramp that the teeth came very early. No, it is strange and sensitive and reprimands to criticism, reproaches, food, drink, sour acids, design and convulsions. Epileptic was the thing, and calcarea pulsatilla sulfur arsenicum lactasis, and also ignatia belladonna. So the boy was actually, the disposition of the boy was actually, he was much angered and jealous, actually jealous, the most jealous. And actually calcarea carb is a chilly remedy, and he is a hot patient. So I took calcarea sulf for it because he is hot, and the most jealous remedy, and also the most bold calcarea is the calcarea sulf. All other calcareas are not bold, actually. They are very timid. But this is a very bold calcarea. So hot, jealous calcarea is calcarea sulf, and given calcarea sulf 200. So after the calcarea sulf 200, the convulsions came, and I was asking about the intensity. So his mother told it is very less now, and also it is going very fast, and also the frequency of the attacks was decreased, actually, because it was initially it was daily, then it becomes once in 2 days, and once in 3, once in 4, once in 5, once in 6 days, and at last the fits or the epilepsy vanished, and EEG was taken again, and and it shows normal. And also the beautiful thing is, after the relief of this epilepsy, he developed an eczema, which is from which we can know the medicine we gave is exact SIMILLUM. So you can see in the left leg. So you can see the EEG taken again on 3/11/2018. So it is normal. So you can see the EEG report. So you can see his father holding him. See his facial expression. He is a haughty boy, actually. He is not so happy. Actually, you can see the eruption in the leg, actually. So this shows our prescription is right, actually. Then I am presenting a case of congenital hydrocele of a child aged 15 months. The hydrocele is on the left side, which is congenital. He was born with the hydrocele. And you know, hydrocele, you should know the pathology is a swelling the scrotum that occurs when fluid collects in the thin sheath surrounding the testicle. It is seen in newborns, and usually it disappears without any treatment within a year. So, but the patient is having this even after 1 year, is 15 months. So the parents see the child. You can see the left-sided hydrocele. Okay. So you can see the ultrasound sonogram, and the pediatric surgeon told them that you should go for a surgery. no other way, because within a year he should go, and they told them it will persist for his life. So you can see the pediatrician has drawn a diagram showing the parents that it is very awful. So here also the approach is from organon aphorism 5. So the child came with the parents. He is not having an eye contact with me. He was keep on disturbing by taking all the things on the table. He is a restless child actually. He is a clinic destroyer. So I thought actually I have asked all the things, and I got the information. She throws things, anger throwing things as per the parents, and dancing craze for fast music. And he destroys things, and he's chilly and thirsty. So whenever we face a congenital condition, the manufacturing factory should be known. Because if you have a thing in the car, whenever you buy a car and is having some trouble which is present in all the cars, then it is the fault is with the manufacturing company. So here the mother is the company, her uterus actually. So I took actually what happened, and the mother is a graduate in engineering. She was not having this child after my marriage. It was an undesired desired thing, and she want to have a job, because her priority was she want to have a job. She decided to go to her own home and prepare for the PSC exam very early. And because usually in our country, in the third month only, they will go to the home. She went home very early, but her parents were not supportive to work for a job, and also to because she has to give the priority to the pregnancy by taking rest. She felt very, very bad actually. She felt not supported by own mother and anger toward her. Her dreams are shattered, is the word she told, because of this baby. So I have taken whatever the rubrics. The baby is not talkative, but he is very restless. So physically active and anger, throws things, and he want to dance. And the location is, the pathology is in the scrotum in the left side, and he's a destructive boy actually. So I came across 4 medicines mainly. One is tarantula, and other one is stramonium, and third one is agaricus, and the fourth is camphor. And because of the among all these medicines, the tarantula is having a desire for dancing actually. That is a tarantulism, because the spiders will dance actually for it. So I have given the tarantula hispanica 1 dose on 17th June, and you can see the boy. See on 14/9. See, you can see he is completely relieved. And you can see the child's father is giving a.
Published case. I want to give information about my son's hydrocele treatment with homeopathy treatment. So basically, his hydrocele the disease has introduced, or we detected it 1.5-year-old at that time. When he was 1.5-year-old, we detected that issue. And we will keep on searching for the doctors and getting their suggestion and the feedback. But almost everywhere they given the feedback that till 2 years there is no treatment, and after 2 years only surgery is the solution. So we got panic and we don't know what to do, because he was only 1.5-year-old, and just 6 months what's going to happen, and the stage is looking not that good. So we are able to see the particular observation, like it is keep on growing it. So what we did it, we went to check with the homeo doctor, because my wife family usually they used to consult to Suresh doctor. So we also given went and checked with Suresh doctor, is there any treatment in homeopathy. So doctor told that we can have a try, and we need to find out the root cause, and if we really treat the root cause, then this is going to get reduced. So with this confidence, we started taking the medicine, homeo medicine, and within 2-3 months only, we saw the result, a very positive result, and that hydrocele it started reducing the size, and finally, I think almost 1 year we had this medicine, and after 1 year. Some again scanned, and we found that almost all the like 99% of the issues got sorted out, and only few so doctor prescribed again 3 more months medicine, and after 3 months we had taken 1 scan, and we found that it was almost dead, and so almost 8 months over, and now he is really less. Till now we didn't see any symptoms as such. So we are very much satisfied with the treatment. Without this surgery, we are able to achieve that we are able to resolve this issue. And I think it's completely clear. And all credit goes to Suresh doctor, and he basically found the root cause, and he treated for that one. So I really appreciate in this moment to tell that because of the doctors like observation and his analysis that made this happen without any surgery. So thanks, Suresh doctor.
So this case was done, and again the UC was taken, but I have the report. So sorry, I haven't produced the report here. I will do it actually if you want in the next session. So the last case is a girl with a mental retardation. The girl was 12 years age, and she was brought for mental retardation, and the speech is unclear, and in the right ear there is a severe otorrhea, and the approach for the genetic mutation case, it's a case of genetic mutation, and usually I used to send all these kind of cases to all the actually the child specialist and all the therapies, whatever they have, speech therapy, all kind of therapy, and I have not find any child recovery. And I used to think, I myself had a brother, and I was not knowing that there was a treatment in homeopathy until I met Dr. Praful Vijayakar, and he has formulated a method, because from the aphorism 16, footnote number 9, which says most severe disease may be produced by sufficient disturbance of the vital force through the imagination, and also cured by the same means. And usually I used to laugh by seeing the footnote in the past. Why imagination is causing a disease? But when Sartre taught us, you can see the cases cured by this method. And he has done around actually 1 lakh cases he has seen, and we have seen the result with this method. And I followed him. And the case taking, the child was born with the LSCS, the birth weight of 2.5 kg, the milestones were delayed, speech is not developed, and her teeth has been affected with the caries. And she is an expressive, social, attractive behavior. She wants to be carried. Even with the strangers, she will tell you, please carry me. And she asked me to carry her. Okay, and actually, whenever we come across these type of cases, we should go to the mother's history during the pregnancy, and especially the imagination of the mother. That is called the delusion. The false perception of the reality of the mother will trigger our gene to produce this kind of genetic mutations. And if the deformity is structural, like loss of structure and all, we need to take the perception of the mother during the first 4 months. If the deformity is functional, the mother's perception after the 4th to 9th month should be taken, because the structure is developed in the first 4 months. From the 5th month, the heart will begin to be, all the functions are beginning from the 5th month. So only we are taking ultrasound sonography in the 5th month to see whether the heart is beating and all the things, all the functions are happening. So the rubric is the mother was having an delusion, identity, errors of personal, and that was the delusion. And from the child, the foolish behavior, idiocy, and cheerfulness, and shameless. So the medicines came was phosphorus, stramonium, veratrum, and moscus. So among this, the moscus was selected. I was thinking of phosphorus, and when I went to the history, this identity error is, and also moscus is a highly historical remedy. They want to be attracted. What is hysteria? They want to get attracted. So she was asking the strangers to take hold of her. She was actually 18 years. Even still, actually, she wanted to be cared by mother and all. So you can see after the three months, you can see the facial expression is changed. Now she can talk. Okay. Now she is not dependent, and she will talk in school, will talk about her friends in school. There is a change in the writing mode and speaking mode. Okay. So that's all for the presentation of the cases. I am again indebted to all my teachers, our master, all the people who has given us and also taught us how to do the right homeopathy. So the natural forces within us are the true healers of the disease, is a word by the Hippocrates, who is the father of medicine.